Alright, what's going on? It's the Corporate Esports Association Dota 2 Spring 2020 tournament. We're in week 4 now, so 7.25 is out. We've got a new drafting system going on. 4 bans first, 2 picks, 1 ban, 2 picks, 1 ban, 1 pick. So everything is a little bit different now. We'll probably see a bit more support banning going on. I think the main implication is you used to be able to pick your playmaker hero in this phase, the second pick as first pick and third pick as second pick, and then you'd have 2 bans to protect it, but that's no longer the case. You just have 1 now, so you kind of need to figure out your strategy a little bit beforehand instead of just like winging it on the fly after the first 2 picks from the other team. So it's definitely going to be a little bit interesting to see how everyone's responding to this. I haven't been watching too much of the We Play charity event, so I haven't really seen how the pros have been adopting to this new change, but I think that's generally what people are doing. They're just going to ban more supports early on and try and keep like the draft a little bit more like on a guide rail. But actually, we're already seeing core bans. DP actually got a pretty big speed buff during the Exorcism. That's quite big. 20% increased speed during Exorcism is massive. Timbersaw, just a pretty reliable man overall. Still a good hero. I don't think he got changed in any way. Ursa is bonkers now. That hero is insane. 50% status resistance early on. Big rescale to Fury Swipes. He got nerfed in the 1 day. That's how crazy this hero was. This Slider's still a pretty good hero, so I can respect that ban. Man, extra ban now. Here we go. I haven't played my game yet. I'm actually in this game live because my game is scheduled for later tonight. So it's be interesting. Hopefully I can get some learnings about how this ban system works. Excuse me. Alright, Centaur banned out as well, so yeah, these like supports or offlaners I think it would be like the main victims here, because you usually want to save your carries and mids for later on in the draft. And a Lich banned out for Microsoft to end the first banning phase. I mean, it's definitely a lot harder to draft these days. There's a lot more variables.
5 seconds. Hurry, hurry.
One day it'll end up like a pub where every ban happens instantly. That'd be pretty funny. Witch Doctor, first pick from Facebook. I mean, I've been seeing this hero come up a lot recently. I don't really think he's had any changes. Let me just double check. I guess people are just really respecting the Witch Doctor now. This wasn't the biggest change. Let's see. Paralyzing cost, mana cost went down. Oh, that's actually pretty big. Although the cooldown is quite long at level 1. Went from 110 to 80 at level 1. It's rescaled, so it's the same at level 4. Active Scepter Death Ward has no longer has a bounce limit. That's pretty bonkers. But it's a bit of a late game optimization, so we may not even see it this game. But yeah, I mean this cast cooldown going down is pretty nice. Which mana does he start with? He starts off with 339. So you know you get to use it 4 times instead of 3. He was also pretty mana intensive with the Maledict as well. You get 2 Maledict combos off at level 2 instead of the 1 that you used to be able to get off. Alright, sure. Weaver as well. Mirana Jakiro. I don't know about Mirana. I'm still not really sold. I know she's like coming back into the meta, but there's no setup already. Like Jakiro isn't going to be able to set up for Mirana here. I mean, obviously they're not going to lane together, so it's not your like classic Shadow Demon Mirana or like your Bane Mirana combos. Weaver coming out as well. I'm not sure if Weaver got changed. Clockwork banned down. That's a hero that's like pretty popular right now. I actually really enjoy playing Clockwork a lot. Okay, we've got some extra intelligence, so it's a lot easier to sustain his mana. Base intelligence went up by 3, intelligence gain went up by 2.2, and base mana regen went up by a pretty fair amount. Also, Basic Ring went up as well. The Shikuchi movement speed also scales a little bit better. Oh, when did they change Shikuchi? I thought Shikuchi always made you go at max move speed, but I guess it's just plus move speed now. Maybe trying to encourage people to go boots on Weaver, because then you get the nice percentage increase as well. And Drow banned out, so I'm gonna go with Beastmaster. I mean, that's for the lane, there's no setup for the Mirana, but later on there'll be a nice roll into arrow combo. And clear the path as well, so the arrow goes straight in. You know, push everything else to the side. That'd be pretty cool to see. Okay, I like the Beastmaster pick here. It's got it's a pretty natural Necro book builder, so you get that detection against Weaver. Obviously, the stun against Weaver for a long time as well is quite good. Hopefully, you can burst Weaver down at that time. What position is this Weaver going? When I see these like in-game buffs, it's like, oh, maybe it's going to be like position 4. Like I've actually been seeing position 4 Luna a ton in my pubs recently, because Luna also got like the same deal, a bit of int upgrade, strength as well. The Agi gain went down, so some early like Death Star cannon type Ags build on Luna, and also the aura is like quite good as a support. Base damage increase and armor. That's a quite nice upgrade. So we could potentially see position 4 Weaver, maybe just see like a medallion into Ags with Troll as well. That's quite nice. You can. I mean, Ags would be really good this game, because you can always just like time lapse off the someone who gets arrowed. The cooldown is so short; it's like 15 seconds. So I don't mind it too much, but they're kind of lacking in disables. This is the slow from Troll. Cask is not particularly reliable, although if you do play it well, you can get nice setups. Faceless Void. That's not a hero I've been seeing too much anymore. He's still quite strong, like in the late game. He's definitely going to be able to beat the Troll in the late game, but maybe even more reason to pick Weaver as a Ags builder. 16 seconds on time lapse. What's the cast range? 1,000 cast range. That's like not even short. I'm definitely more on board with this like support Weaver more and more now. It's a save against the Void and the Beastmaster. Obviously you can only save one person, or do save against one skill. But depending on how the fight's looking, you may be able to like, you know, the Chrono might come out after the Raw, or like you might even just be able to time lapse people out of the Chronosphere, which will be pretty game changing. So there's a lot of possibilities with this Weaver. Okay, the fact that they picked Troll makes me think it's a support Weaver, just because Weaver, I mean, back in the day used to play him as position 3. I don't think the meta really supports like another carry in the offlane right now. You definitely need those like aura builders or like some sort of initiator in your offlane. It's kind of tough to run Weaver. It's possible, pretty unlikely. I don't think Fruitcakes plays Weaver either as like an offlane. He normally sticks to like traditional offlane heroes. Although they took his Beastmaster away, so that's pretty funny. Winter Wyvern. Is this? I mean, it could still be an offlane Wyvern. It's not bad. Either way is fine. This seems like it's going to be Weaver and Wyvern in the offlane. But who's going to take which role? I mean, you could also just play an offlane Weaver and then get Ags earlier. kind of seems like a waste of a Weaver pick. A Weaver offlane pick though. Like, do you want your offlane to just be like a saving hero? You could have just picked Omni Knight if you wanted to do that. I think Wyvern as a 3 might be a little bit better here. Get early blink. You can use your like a blink Winter's Curse to kind of like negate the Chronosphere completely. Or at least from the Faceless Voice side. Jakiro, he'll still be able to drop Macropyres into the Chronosphere, so that's a pretty good combo there. Also with a free Ice Path set up at the end of the Chrono as well. Pugna banned out for Dota DOS. That's another hero that would put a lot of cogs in the way of Dota DOS's draft.
10 seconds to pick.
Both teams missing a mid player, a mid hero. I think Dota DOS needs some damage to go into the Chrono that's not just Faceless Void. If this is really their game plan, they maybe want like a Zeus or something. I could see that being quite good this game. It's just the Weaver to get on top of the Zeus right now, and if it's the position for a Weaver, you don't really want to be diving the Zeus because you're quite squishy yourself. And if you're a support, you don't want to waste time lapse for yourself. So Kanka going to be the last pick here. Faceless Void. It's a nice way to catch people. It's the disable they've been sorely missing, because right now it's just the Witch Doctor with the cask and Winter's Curse. But oh no, Razor picked. That's gonna be a big problem for Kunkka. He's gonna have a pretty tough lane now. Oh, okay. It's gonna be a mid Weaver, an offlane Kunkka. God Gamer Bob Ross is the mid player for Dota DOS. And then it's going to be a support Wyvern. So Weaver against Razor, I like that a lot. You can always just Shikuchi out of the static link, so Razor's not going to be able to get too much damage done there. But Weaver is still really squishy. It should just be a trade. I don't think any hero is going to get an obvious advantage there. Although that being said, if you're a Razor, you want to win your lane really hard. That's why you pick this hero. I'm sure they were expecting Kung to go mid, but this switch up has maybe foiled them a little bit. Also, the boat may be able to survive this this initiation, the Raw plus the Chrono with the boat. But anyway, let's introduce the teams. We got from Dota from Facebook, Fruitcakes on the Kunkka, Leona Hayden on the Winter Wyvern, Chillbro Swaggins on the Witch Doctor, Tex on the Troll Warlord, and Scylla on the Weaver. On the side of Microsoft, Dota DOS, we got God Gamer Bob Ross on the Razor, Diabolica on the Mirana, Stanky Danky on the Faceless Void, Kirijo on the Beastmaster, and Iheja on the Jakiro. I asked this guy how to say his name, and then he said I can pronounce it however I want, so I'm gonna change it every single time. That's obviously the correct response to that. And if he wanted me to pronounce it properly, he would have told me how to do so. Okay, so pretty... It's kind of the lanes I expected them to be. Kunkka should probably hide himself. I think it's like pretty clear if you've like looked at these teams before, that Fruitcakes is the offlane player and still is the mid player. It seems to be like that's always the case. But I mean, in situations where you don't know, Fruitcakes, he should be like not showing himself until it's too late for the Razor to switch lanes. It kind of is already. He's already got mid items. Top rune looks like Stanky Danky's gonna be able to grab it, and Kirijo grabs the bottom one as well. So 3 for 1 going the way of Microsoft already. The double Wraith Band from Razor in mid. Interesting. So Razor, his base damage is a little bit lower than Weaver's, but Weaver's attack animation It's a little bit weird if you're not used to it. It definitely feels a bit clunky. So, see if Scylla can really get this. Nice Shikuchi to grab the range creep early on. So, pretty early advantage for the Weaver. And Razor doesn't have the most attack speed either. So this bug, I probably see at level 4. It's going to be pretty annoying to deal with as well. And Kirijo, I mean, he's taking a lot of damage early on. I think the level 1 boar has got nerfed a little bit. Also, there's no sentry in mid for the Razor. I think one of the supports should buy a sentry for this Razor, just so like things like that can't happen, where the Weaver's diving the tower, and then because he goes out of vision from the tower sentry detection range, the projectile disjoints. Because Weaver, he's super squishy. He only has 560 HP early on, and this is like without any strength items. Maybe gonna be pretty quiet so far. So level 1 cask for the Witch Doctor. I'm actually surprised they weren't able to get the rune with the cask. It seems pretty easy. You just like throw the cask. There's the ball to like for it to bounce to as well. Interesting. So Jakiro gonna eat that torrent. He's taking a lot of damage. He doesn't have a salve though. He doesn't have a salve, which is kind of problematic. He's gonna have to tango it up, or though he's still standing kind of far behind. I think he can definitely come in because I mean, with this Arctic Burn has a 50-second cooldown at level 1. So once it's gone, I don't think there's a whole lot that Winter Wyvern can do against you. But this is not the easiest matchup for Jakiro to be impactful in. Mid lane, Weaver taking a pretty good advantage, big advantage early on. Yeah, just Razor not being able to do Razor things. He's actually put 2 points in the plasma field. I like this a lot. You're up against a pretty squishy hero, and you just want to like bully him out of the lane with the plasma field. It does a ton of damage as well. If you catch him at the edge, that's 300 damage at 230. Which is a pretty fair amount, and it's you're probably gonna catch him on the edge, to be honest, because he's gonna be running away a lot. Definitely need to space it properly. I see that they've actually, I haven't looked at the skill in a while, but they've really like made the lower bound really low. Basila crushing it in this lane for sure. Rana's he's got a lot of money. I wonder what Diabolica is gonna buy here. The ping is on the camp, so it's too late to stack, but probably gonna pull the next wave. Oh, Maledict. But the arrow will stop Troll's approach, and just gonna get some damage with the ranged axes. I think Kirijo will be okay. He's got a salve as well, so we'll be able to come back to lane as well. And the boar slowing down Tex enough to not ensure that kill there. So good plays there from both Diabolica with a nice arrow. It actually like weaved in pretty nicely, threading the needle. Oh, nice arrow onto the Chillbro swag then. 2-man Maledict comes out, and Kirijo, I think he's in a lot of trouble. There's a Welling Axe's ranged as well, so Kirijo's probably going to die here. It's going to be first blood confirmed, and actually Diabolica is going to die as well. Nice 2-man Maledict from Chillbro swag. It's level 2 as well for the extra damage. Oh, still getting caught out without Shikuchi. This is a lot of damage there, and it seems like all 4 bounty runes are going the way of Facebook. It's going to be a little bit slow, but it will happen. Leona Hayden also gets the kill on Jakiro here, and oh, nice bash from Stanky Dank. at least getting something out of it. But all 4 bounty runes going the way of... Actually, Diabolica manages to pick up one. Thought it'd be all 4. Mirana gonna drop a ward here, but there's already a sentry. No. Arrow comes out, gonna miss, doesn't hit anything. 2 points in the arrows actually. Oh, nice cast coming out. Not gonna bounce into Kirijo until it's too late. The Maledict will completely miss both heroes. Tex, can he get a root? He doesn't have enough mana for Welling Axes yet, but he has it now. I don't think it gives vision anymore. He's gonna run the wrong way. Kirijo shows himself. I think he might be in a bit of trouble. The Welling Axes is available. It actually clips him. And Kirijo, he's gonna have a slow death here. The cast comes out. One more axe from the troll will finish him off. And Diabolica also manages to crawl out of there. God Gamer Bob Ross with the invis rune now. Gonna look for this Kunker kill. But the Eye of the Storm gives him away. He's gonna link onto the Fruitcakes here. So I think Fruitcake's nice torrent. He's actually gonna be able to make it out of there. Maybe they should cancel that. It's like Mirana Ags where like it doesn't damage if you're not visible. The Eye of the Storm giving that away for sure. Very unfortunate. But Fruitcakes, he's going to be forced back to base. Leona Hayden can take this this farm here. Diabolica looking for a gank on mid maybe? It's possible. There's a time lapse now, so that's not really that easy. Also, no points in bugs. And Iheria goes down at top as well. No points in bugs, even though Weaver is level 7. I mean, if you if the Razor links you, then he can't actually attack the bugs. But I guess it's probably not worth. Using another Shikuchi. The sentry is out, and he actually... That was probably a big opportunity for God Gamer Bob Ross. He should have just linked the Weaver. No, top lane. Nope. Bottom lane. Diabolica goes down. Kirijo in a little bit of trouble. There's a Welling Axes in a few seconds. Nice route, and he'll get the kill here. Getting both boars as well. The boat? Oh, it wasn't a boat. It was just a torrent. I thought it was a boat. The torrent comes out, and Iheria, he's in a bit of trouble. The Chrono comes out. Stanky Denki is level 6 now. Diabolica with an easy arrow setup, but doesn't actually go for it. And actually misses with the arrow completely. But Fruitcakes still ends up going down here. Leona Hayden, first hit bash. No, Stanky Denki doesn't see him. Actually, TP's back to the tower, but has no mana to play around with. 2 mangoes, but I don't know if you want to waste them yet. Not able to grab the XP. Maybe you should like walk up a bit. It's pretty risky because it's kind of dark, and Mirana is definitely still in the area. But they probably saw that the ward got their sentry got dewarded, so Mirana is not in the lane, and they can also see that she's taking the outpost. So Iheria gets X-torrented, and might be in a bit of trouble. One more cleave comes out. Just gotta not make it out barely. A nice ice path or arrow from Diabolica here. Stanky Denki actually goes down though. His level 3 Splinter Blast does a ton of damage. It's like they're pinging the top outpost, but it's kind of scary to go for it right now because Jakiro can always just ice path the both of you. There's also the arrow, so this seems like a really high risk play for not that much reward. But oh, they're not going to be able to contest this. No, this is a pretty big play. Okay, Kirijo, he's going for the bot one. He should, if he goes now, he'll get it in time. Okay, so it's going to be 1-for-1 outposts. For runes wise, it's going to be 4 bounty runes going the way of Facebook again. Or maybe just 3. Troll not going for the other one. Not going for the outpost either. That's fine. I mean, he's not really doing anything, so may as well have gone for the outpost. There's no creep wave right now for him to kill. It's all under the tower. Diabolica TPing back butt. So, who picked up the tome? Wyvern's already 6. Chilbury Swaggins is already 6. Let me see who's picking up tomes. Jakiri level 6 isn't that impactful. I think Mirana might be a little bit more useful. You can use the Midnight Shadow to find a quick gank. That being said, there's not that many easy options, right? Troll, he's you have to 100 to 0 him. He's in trouble. And he's gonna go down. The Splinter Blast will finish him off. Faces Void, drops the Cronus V. He will be able to finish off Fruitcakes. Leona Haydn, not gonna get bashed there. So, pretty good trade for Stanky Danky, all things considered. He got the off-lane kill, and they just traded the position 5. Still gonna go for an early Maelstrom. I think that's probably the right build as a mid weaver. Not really a hero you see in the mid lane that much, but pretty good against the Razor here. So, oh, nice arrow from Diabolica. And this Witch Doctor, he's super dead. Oh, Cask. I mean, there was an opportunity for a turnaround kill there. He might have been able to kill Mirana. Maybe not the Razor here. Nice Shadow comes out, but the Eye of the Storm again, revealing God Gamer Bob Ross's position. He gets the link. The torrent is gonna miss, so Fruitcakes, he's in a ton of trouble. The Roar comes out. I think a little bit of an overkill, because they would have gotten the kill regardless. But now, Barrow comes out, gonna miss both heroes. Threading the needle there. Leona Haydn in a lot of trouble. The Ice Path will miss as well, but Winter's Curse not going to catch the Razor, so this Winter Wyvern's going to die. Chilbur Swaggins, he's TP'd back in after his early death, and they're not going to get anything out of it. Nice rotation from God Gamer Bob Ross. He's done quite well considering he isn't dominating his lane like you would expect from a Razor. That being said, Weaver doesn't really farm that well either. Haste as well. I think this guy's making some pretty good rotations. He's gonna go for the Witch Doctor. I don't think this is worth it. Right. He also got spotted by the Obs Ward, so...
Radiant's bottom tower under fire.
Alright, Beastmaster going for phase boots. I feel like you don't really see any boots on Beastmaster. You just go brown boots and then eventually build up to BTs when you want it. I don't think he benefits that much from phase boots. I definitely think he should focus on getting like a HOD or like a or early Necro book. Wyvern showing up here. The arrow is gonna miss for now, but the ball is slowing Leona Haydn down. Chilbury Swaggins, this has shown up now. Wyvern, he can stay in this lane forever and just like spam out Splinter Blast. It's probably what he should do. Not getting that range creep though, pretty unfortunate there. Top lane, Jakiro pressuring this tower a little bit. Tex has shown up. There is a Chronosphere available, so I don't know if they want to take this fight. Can they keep the troll alive? If he gets the Whirling Axes off before the Chronosphere comes down, the miss chance will make it really hard for the Void to fight here. X, Torrent on the Void, and there's no boat used yet, but he's gonna just be able to walk out of there. The boat comes out now. It's not going to... Oh, it actually applies the run buff onto Tex. The Chronosphere comes out, but the run buff is gonna buy a lot of time. It's gonna use the entire Chronosphere to kill Fruitcakes. He actually doesn't die yet, and Stanky Danky, the Maledict and Deathward comes out, but he's gonna be able to heal it off, so the Maledict is not gonna finish off the Faceless Void here. That's a bit of a disaster. Leona Haydn not TPing into this fight to help counter initiate with the Winter's Curse. Diffusal is the first Iron Man troll as well. I do like this to some degree. They are missing a bit of lockdown. So like once the X combo is done, they don't really have a whole lot to stick on top of these heroes. So I do like the Diffusal here. But I think that means Void is probably going to outfarm the Troll at some point. I mean, Troll's like miles ahead of the Void right now, but Troll's doesn't have a dedicated farming item. Actually, Diabolica gets a nice arrow on the Troll here. We'll steal his neutral camp as well. Fruitcakes. There's no chrono. This could be a really good time to fight Tex. He's in now. He pops the ulti. Beastmaster's gonna die pretty quickly here, but Razor stealing so much of Tex's damage, and actually a big disaster here. God Game and Bob Ross hitting so hard, but he's actually gonna go down to the Maledict as well. Nice turnaround here. God Game and Bob Ross's mega kill streak, and streaks in this patch, they're worth a lot more gold than they used to be. There's no comeback mechanic for assist gold anymore, but the person who kills the streaker, that didn't sound right. The person who kills the hero with the streak gets a ton of extra gold now. So who got that? It was Scylla. I mean, that's just finished Maelstrom because of that. He wasn't that close before. He got 588 gold. It's pretty good. Kirijo in a ton of trouble, forced to burn the raw early. So pretty worth for Tex here. He didn't commit anything for that. And now there's no roll. There's very little lockdown now. Chronosphere is still on cooldown for another 20 seconds. Fruitcake's gonna X the Mirana, and it should be a pretty easy kill here. Oh. Alright, yep. Can't leap out of that one. I feel like Mirana could have made it out, because the timing on the combo wasn't really that crisp. Leona Haydn going for this outpost. There's no follow up. The Death Ward comes out, but the Chronosphere to stop it straight away. So both of these supports, they're definitely going to die here. A little bit of a wasted opportunity, I think. Maybe if they didn't commit the Death Ward, it would have been okay. It's very bold to take the outpost at this time, especially because no heroes were there to back them up. It's not even close to 20 minutes, so the outpost doesn't really do that much. Mid. Looks like Beastmaster is going to put some pressure on this mid tower, and it's probably going to go down here. Can he get the deny? Torrent is going to buy some time. Godgamer Bob Ross is in with the link though. He wasn't able to get a full steal, so only 33 damage stolen. The X marks on the troll, but there's no detection. Oh, the Beastmaster. Yeah, but there's no detection. He's like all 5 heroes are mid now. You're gonna see a pretty big fight, but there's no Chronosphere. This is a really good time for Facebook. Oh. Pump faking the torrent. And they managed to deny the tower, so that's pretty big for them. Fruitcake's getting rolled straight away. There's no arrow to follow up though, so Fruitcake's, I think he's going to be okay. The boat comes out with the Essence Ring. It's going to help him tank out a lot, and I don't think he died anymore. Diabolica leaks up to the cliff. He actually, okay, Fruitcake's will end up going down here very slowly. Where is the troll? He's left his team to die. I feel like this would have been a pretty easy kill with the troll. Oh, nice nice cold embrace, but it's not going to keep him alive. But God Gamer Bob Ross, he's in a lot of trouble. He got baited in really hard by that Winter Wyvern. And Troll, he's finally showed up. Can he help turn this around a little bit? He lost 3 heroes. TP to the bot outpost. Oh, that ward was in vision range of the outpost, so free true sight right there. Oh, Mirana getting X'd. I think Mirana will be okay, but that was the last leap charge. Ice Path coming out, so not going to be able to cancel this outpost being taken. The Death Watch comes out of the Kirijo. He's taking a lot of damage. I don't know if he'll die here though. He's going to be able to TP back home. Meanwhile, Diabolica and the Jakira getting taken down here. Nice torrent without the X setup as well, so just keeping the X to kill this Mirana, so we'll be able to get both support kills and secure the outpost for the 20-minute mark. So Kanka gonna go for a Spirit Vessel, it looks like is he? There's not that much healing. I guess it works against Time Walk, which is quite nice. Is this a good Spirit Vessel game? I think you could probably go for like a Soul Crest or something. What's Weaver's gonna go for an S and Y. Not really item you think that Weaver would normally build. Oh, Kirijo in a little bit of trouble. He's dusted up, so he might die here. The Maledict comes out, but it's not going to be enough. He's pretty beefy. He doesn't even have a Necro book. He's just going for a Vlad's, but it's pretty far away right now. He'll survive that. Mask of Madness next on the Faceless Void, just trying to up his damage output. I feel like you normally see the oh, the Fruitcake's getting picked off. He's gonna go for the Ags. Okay, that's kind of like an item that they want this game. Some AoE team fight. Force staff done on the Winter Wyvern. It seems okay. You can like force staff people away from the Razor, but Razor's a pretty speedy boy. Drums and phase boost, so you get close to max movement speed with both active, which means the force staff isn't necessarily that effective against the Razor. In my experience, that doesn't seem to be the case, but it can situationally work out. The other thing is you can like bait the Razor in super deep because he wants to keep the link going, and like even if he steals all your damage, then he might be in way too deep. So that's definitely one thing you can do against Razor. Basher next on the Troll. Yeah. I guess it's not really the best BKB game. There's just the Jakiro and the Mirana to look out for, but everyone else doesn't really care about BKB. So I can respect that Troll isn't really gonna bother with BKB. I mean, I think he's looking for the 25 talent, right? Like the strong dispel. You get roared, you just dispel yourself. Yeah. So I think this game's gonna quiet down a little bit. There was a lot of fighting, but we're back to farming now. Scylla almost done with the S and Y. I mean, the status resistance seems nice for Weaver. You can just like you can get your time lapse off a little bit earlier, but the status resistance from S and Y isn't that much. It's 20%. And you can't get status resistance against the Chronosphere. That's another big problem. I mean, it's a support Weaver. It's a core Weaver, so you really shouldn't expect Weaver to buy Ags. But I mean, it's still pretty dope this game. He does need to scale, unfortunately. Nice shadows popped. God Gamer Bob Ross, he sees Fruitcakes, the Eye of the Storm again revealing himself. Arrow comes out, it's gonna miss Fruitcakes here, and Fruitcakes, he's gonna have all his damage stolen. The Chronosphere comes out onto the Witch Doctor to cancel the Death Ward. And it seems like all the heroes up here are gonna die. Troll, once again on the other side of the map. I don't think this was a really good fight for them to take. They had plenty of vision, but I guess like the Moonlight Shadow came in a little bit. Like the sentry's up here instead of on the cliff itself, so they couldn't see the Moonlight Shadow coming. S and Y now done on the Weaver. Bash is pretty close to being done on the Troll here. He's just a couple hundred gold away, so that'll be a pretty big power spike for him. They'll give him that much needed lockdown that he's been lacking against both the Void and the Razor. He's been able to root the Razor in place, but it's not the best. Alright, Stanky Danky, does he have well, big fight happening at bot. There's no Winter's Curse right now for another few seconds. Fruitcake's getting a bunch of damage stolen, but actually not that much, only 50 taken. The Macropie gets dropped to try and zone them out, and they can still keep chasing. God Gamer Bob Ross, he gets X'd. He's gonna die here. The boat comes out as well, so I think he's in a lot of trouble. Can they get any more? They have the Weaver with the Shikuchi, so gonna try and pursue for more. The 25-minute battery is coming out. And Bugs coming out here. Stanky Danky gets caught, so they'll be able to see where he is now. Fruitcakes, he wants more. Not going to be able to get anything. Basher now done on Tex. Kunkka not too far away from the Ags now. It'll be a pretty big pickup for them. They've been the main problem is they've been having trouble sticking on top of targets as they run away. You saw in that bot fight. Weaver is super fast but has no lockdown. Didn't go for a diffusal blade, so no slows or disables from this Weaver here. Stanky Danky. Seems like he's going to be okay. Diabolic is going to take this top rune. I don't know why Wyvern TP'd, but it's fine. Boar's coming out here. Top lane. It's time to call the retreat. Paladin sword. That would be pretty sweet on the troll. And Pupil's Gift on the Weaver, so a bit of extra strength and int never hurt anyone. I think Pupil's Gift definitely is better on Agi heroes, because you definitely want both, but you don't want to buy the items for it. Whereas like other heroes, Agi, you're like, yeah, I don't really want agility on a spellcaster. Alright, Troll with a 40 damage talent. Big power spike for him as again. So he's pretty beefy. He's topping the net worth chart by quite a while. Weaver gonna go for a Lincoln's next, so gonna stop these roars. I definitely think Ags might be better. You can't cast Ags on yourself, I guess, so that's pretty understandable. Be nice to not get linked either. You put it on the troll as he's like teaching high ground, and Razor's not gonna be able to link him. Alright, looks like we're back to farming. Gotta get the Ags on the Kunkka. That'll be a pretty big opportunity for them. Skin comes out on the Roche Pit. It triggers, but I mean, Tex isn't actually in there. The DD gets spotted out by Razor. Is he gonna check? He wants to check Roche Pit. They scanned it. He has the plasma field. He can use the plasma field to scout. It actually gives you vision, but just gotta walk in there, which is actually super risky. If they were actually in there, he would have just died. So I don't know about that play. He gets bashed by Roche. DD on Razor is not actually that scary, because he doesn't have that much base damage. But I mean, a free 223 damage is nothing to scoff at. Alright, Ag's now done on the Kunkka. He needs to have his courier not get sniped. Mirana should know this is coming. God game of Bob Ross, one hit! Oh, the courier's, no! Actually, he does end up dying, but oh no, that's pretty unfortunate. That was the Ags completed. Roshan, oh, I'm getting a call. Alright, Aegis was taken in the meantime, so Free Cakes, he's probably going to be a bit sad about that, but if his team got the Aegis, it's probably fine. He'll hit his Ags in 2 minutes, and then they can go high ground with both the Ags and the Aegis. So Lincoln's almost done. I mean, Zilla's farming pretty fast for a Weaver. Weaver is not one of those heroes you think of like as a flash farmer, but still ahead of the Razor and the Void here. Void going for a butterfly. Decided to skip the Mask of Madness. I don't mind it. I think he definitely needs the BKB. I don't know about the butterfly this early. His team is pretty far behind. I think like a Mask of Madness BKB might have been more cost effective. Oh, Fruitcakes gets arrowed and roared at the same time, so he is super dead. Just leave him to die. Everyone else should just back off now. Minus 5-second arrow cooldown, so 10-second cooldown on arrows, not bad. 30-minute bounty runes. I mean, still like a fairly close game. Facebook are very clearly ahead, like just the way they've been playing. They're not playing that scared. They're getting these kills on the side of Microsoft, but not getting any objectives out of it. And they have to blow a lot. They blew the Raw for that. It's not a long cooldown ultimate, I guess. It's still somewhat of a big deal. Lincoln's now done on the Weaver. It's gonna be pretty hard to catch this bug. Still got the Chronosphere. Oh, Aether Lens. Oh, Leanna hide it. Interesting. I still think Blink is like a pretty good option. I mean, there's nothing wrong with Aether Lens. Interesting. Didn't disassemble the Arcane Boots. That's normally how you get the Aether Lens. Oh, Torrent comes out, and Razor is in a lot of trouble. He's gonna get blown up here. And can they get any more? Stiller, he's in deep. He's gonna keep chasing them, but he has no way to lock them down. The time dilation will come out to slow down Stiller here, and they're gonna be able to get out. So, nice Torrent from Fruitcakes. We'll be able to get this kill on God Game of Barbaros. Go for a BKB next. He very desperately needs that right now. I think he's really struggling with all this lockdown. Even then, he might just get Winter's Curse. So it's a pretty hard Razor game, to be honest. Beastmaster just split pushing top. Greaves now done on the Marana, but they haven't really been fighting together that much. So, I don't know. I mean, it's a good item. Especially because Beastmaster isn't really the kind of, like, offlaner to buy Greaves. Alright, another Midnight Shadow comes out. I don't know if Tex saw the Miranda there, but, yeah, I mean, definitely did. Satanic next on the Troll, so we're gonna stack up that status resistance. Again, it doesn't help against the Troll, against the Faceless Void, so maybe not that effective, but it's good against everything. This doesn't help against the Static Link either, I believe. Maybe it does. That could be a pretty big game changer if it does. I should test that out in the lab. They start the Aegis for like maybe another minute. Doesn't seem like they're going to be able to get anything. It's fine, you can have a farming Aegis, there's nothing wrong with that. They haven't made their lead go up too much. Only by like 1k in the last like 5 minutes. Kunkka now finally with his completed Ags. Going for a Lotus Orb next, I like this a lot.
Bottom tower is being attacked.
Got to reflect the roars as well. So Microsoft actually being able to take out this bottom tower here. But Facebook, they want to threaten high ground. The Aegis has expired, and Tex, he doesn't have buyback. This is really risky. He does have the Reaver, and they have the Winter's Curse as well. Okay, so Fruitcakes is just going to TP bot and clear the wave with the X marks and then make his way back top. Oh, the Winter's Curse was used! I think this is really bad. They shouldn't go for this anymore because the Chrono into the Macropire is still going to probably do most of Tex's life. I don't know if it's going to be enough to kill him. If it doesn't kill him, he can just turn on his ulti. That'd be a pretty big deal. Yona Hyden getting spotted out here. 4 stuffs, breaks the Static Link pretty quickly, so God Game of Barbaros. Oh no, but they're Welling Axes on the Troll, and he's going to be fine. The Cold Embrace as well to save him, so Chilbo Wagons would be the first to go down, but now there's nothing to stop the Troll anymore. And the boat comes out. Faceless Void, he's in a lot of trouble. It looks like he's going to go down here. The evasion from the butterfly not going to be enough. And the Torrent Storm as well. Beastmaster in a ton of trouble. Will get taken down here. Gotta give it Bob Ross. We'll be able to walk away from the Death Ward, but it's time to go high ground. Diabolica, oh actually, baiting in the Weaver really hard, but still will be okay. And now Microsoft, they're in a ton of trouble. They don't have Chrono, even if Void buys back, I don't know if they can take this fight. Fruitcakes, he might go down here. One more hit. Alright, he manages to earn himself up. Troll, he's in. He's got the he pops his ulti, but he gets Ice Path straight away. Faceless Void buys back. This could be an opportunity to kill the Troll here. He doesn't have his ulti anymore, and there's no more save. Wyvern is dead, and so is the Weaver. Can they get any more here? Roar is up in 15 seconds. X marks will bring back the Beastmaster. So they spend 3 buybacks, but are able to defend their high ground. Was it worth it? Troll, Faceless Void, he's going to be set pretty far back in his item progression. So nice disengage there from Facebook. It could have been a very dicey situation. Leona Hayden blowing the Winter's Curse really early. I think that was a bit of a mistake, but using the Cold Embrace will be able to save the Troll anyway in the Chronosphere, so not the biggest deal. God gave him Bob Ross with a completed BKB now, so it should be a lot more effective in fights. He definitely got duked a bit in that first fight, that previous fight. His link got broken instantly by the 4-star from Leona Hayden, which is pretty bad. Definitely, like, in a team fight, you definitely need like a full stack of a full static link to fight as Razor. He's kind of weak without one. He's doing decent damage now, but it's not enough. I guess this Troll who has a completed Satanic now, so if they can't burst him down instantly, he's got basically 3 lives, right? He's got the Troll ulti plus the Satanic as a 3rd life, and if he gets Aegis, it's going to be super difficult to bring down this Troll. So I think Microsoft are in a little bit of trouble here. They don't have enough damage. It was like what it seems like. Razor's definitely fallen off by this point. Still are gonna go for Mjolnir next, so should increase his DPS by quite a bit. Now the Midnight Shadow. The line is drawn into the enemy high ground, but they don't have any vision here. This is really scary. The Hawk finally comes out, and the Roar onto the Witch Doctor here. The full static link onto the Troll here. It doesn't get broken by the 4-star, but the Cold Winter's Curse being forced to use here. God gave him Bob Ross. He stole 176 damage. So Fruitcakes, he drops the Torrent Storm. He's gonna barely make it out of there. Nice Torrent Storm there. Stanky Danky, he was looking for a Chrono. He didn't take the... Oh, he did take it. But it doesn't seem like it was very far. I thought he didn't take the... Oh, nice arrow Diabolica, but the Abyssal Blade onto Stanky Danky here, and the Chronosphere is only going to hit Tex, and they need to kill him right now. Can they get him before his ulti pops? He actually dies! I think if he mashed... Ah, he could have gotten out there, but Facebook now in a lot of trouble, and Troll, he has no buyback. He spent all his money on Satanic. Can they hold here? Leona Hayden does have buybacks, will be forced to do so. Kunkka, he can buy a little bit of time with these like X mark plays. He can X himself back at the tower and then try and clear the wave that way. I think they still have the fort as well, so we'll probably look to use that. Oh no, Fruitcakes. He needs to not die here. He doesn't have buyback either, so this is a pretty big deal. They're gonna give up 1 lane of racks. Oh, actually, fort is used. Boat comes out as well. Will instantly clear the creep wave. Actually, there's 1 creep remaining. And Stanky Danky, he's getting really low. The reflected Roar onto the Beastmaster. And he might be in a bit of trouble. No targeting from the Death Ward though. Dust will clip the Beastmaster. I think he will actually die here. It's going to be a slow and painful death. They don't have any detection. Okay, they do get the Beastmaster. But that was really scary for a moment. Troll, he wasn't able to get his ulti off. He got chronoed. That was a solo chrono as well. Nice chrono from Stanky Danky. He also managed to not catch his teammates in the chrono. That was pretty impressive. Prince's knife now on the Weaver. That'd be pretty good for the Weaver actually, because he definitely needs some projectile speed as well. Free Hex, can't say no. He's going for an MKB next. He's got it done. So it'll be big damage coming out of this Weaver. My only complaint is he's still kind of squishy. He's got the Lincolns and the S and Y, and this Roche, it's pretty free. It doesn't seem like Microsoft are in a position to contest it. They don't have Chrono Speed. So yeah, it means this Roche is going to go down for free. And Cheese now also on the Troll. Should probably give it to one of his allies. I don't know if he needs both. He already has 3 lives if he doesn't play his cards right. Minotaur Horn, that'd be pretty nice for the Witch Doctor here. He's been struggling a little bit to get these Death Wards off. But, I mean, it's not even that long. It's only like 1.5 seconds. So maybe give it to Kunkka, who's just holding a Greater Fairy Fire. Kunkka's gonna TP bot. Try and clear out this wave. Pretty nice because now it's just the siege creeps and they'll die 1 hit to the tower here. Top lane, Tex. Oh, the static link gets broken straight away. He didn't even steal any damage. This is pretty good from Facebook here. I don't know if they can take this fight on Microsoft anymore. The chrono is up. Can they get anyone? Nice 3-man chrono. Can they get they're gonna kill the Wyvern first, but Kunkka is gonna be next. The Death Ward comes out from the low ground, but it's not really doing that much damage. Actually, triple kill for the Jakiro here. Jibbo Swagging gets taken out as well, and now it's just Tex. He has to dodge the arrow. Can he TP out of here? Wow, that fight went a lot better than I was expecting. A nice chrono from Stanky Danky. Troll, is he farming under vision? Alright, he's gonna be in vision now. I don't think they can catch him. Gem of True Sight as well on the Mirana. Oh, this game pretty back and forth. I thought Facebook kind of had this one in the bag. Text, he's showing at bot. He's getting pinged by his teammates. Alright, so they're going to lose this lane of Rax for sure. Microsoft, do they want to go for another lane of Rax? There's no Kunkka and Weaver for ages. They don't have buyback. It's not even a time thing, it's a money thing. They're not saving for buyback. It's a pretty big deal. Alright. Facebook, they lost 2 lanes of Rax. They can still take this fight. They still have the Aegis on Troll. But they need to make it count for something. KB next on the Troll. Timeless Relic. Oh, that'd be pretty huge on the Faceless Blade. If he can get a big boy chrono and it lasts 25% longer, that could be a big game changer. But maybe gonna give it to the Jakiro for the longer ice paths. He's got tons of spell damage as well to amp, so going for an Aghanim Scepter. It's not really an item you see too much in Jakiro. I think it's like very situational. But if you're trying to stall the game out, you have a 2-lane advantage, so I don't mind it too much. Yeah, he's gonna go for the Timeless Relic. His Macropyres are gonna hurt. 15% spell damage. How much is this? 296 damage per second. That's pretty nasty. Mirana gonna get picked off here, maybe. No shadows used, but okay. Diabolica will end up going down here. Weaver never opted to finish the. I think this is probably time for Weaver to go for an axe. Honestly, like. This Chronosby is causing so much trouble, and they don't have any saves. This is only going to get worse for them. BKB done on the Void now, so he can just focus on DPS now. Gonna go for Mjolnir next. He has the money, but probably just wants to stay for buyback at this point. hopefully Facebook have learnt their lesson. Buybacks pretty much available now on all 5 heroes, other than the Jakiro, who bought out his Ags. But I guess if he drops the Macropire before he dies, it's probably okay. The Aegis is gonna expire soon. BKB 7 seconds on the Razor. It's a 10-second BKB on the Void. So that last fight at top, they won without the Void BKB as well. That's pretty impressive. They're gonna have a lot of trouble now taking team fights. They need to find pickoffs. I think that's like really their only avenue. But the problem with finding pickoffs at this point for Facebook is it's gonna take them a lot of time to like find an isolated person. They're probably gonna be pretty deep on the enemy side of the map, and meanwhile their lanes are just constantly pushing in. So I don't envy the situation at all for Facebook. It's looking really rough. And Microsoft, they've managed to bring it back. I don't know, is there a win probability? Is that a thing? In lobby games? There's definitely a way to do it. Broadcaster toasts. Well, I'll figure it out another time. I normally look at replays and it's like up here in the corner. But, I mean, it seems like it's anyone's game right now. Let's see, what have we got coming up? 25 on the Troll. He's already got the Dispel talent. I mean, he could also go for his own Ag so he can cast it on people. Just having the saves would be such a big deal here. 25 Inner Beast attack speed. Is that really that good? It's 25 talent. That seems pretty garbage, to be honest. I feel like the Hawk's cooldown is so good. Like, what? Why would you pick the Inner Beast talent? Alright, another Midnight Shadow. They want to go for the top tier 2. If you're Facebook, you probably want to defend high ground, but Fruitcakes, he's going to get spotted here. Oh, he's in so much trouble. He does have buyback now, and he's very, very, very dead. God Game above Ross with 100 attack speed. That's pretty nice for him. Void, not quite 25 yet. I hope he doesn't go for the AoE Chrono Speed, because I usually find that's pretty game losing, because you've been playing all game with like the smaller Chrono Speed, and then you unexpectedly catch people who you shouldn't. But at the same time, he's had some pretty good Chronos this game, so you could definitely see that as a possibility. Weaver, 25 now. He's got the Shikuchi movement speed. That's probably better than the Geminate attack. I think Kunk is pretty close. I probably would like to see the Ghost Ship fleet, just to make it a little bit harder for Microsoft to approach these fights. They already took the tower at top. Princess Knife on the Jakiro here. Oh, the dual breath talent is so good on Jakiro. And Rana, probably going for that multi-shot talent. Actually, I could see Moonlight Shadow being a thing. The cooldown is like ridiculous. It's a 30-second cooldown, 18-second duration. Diabolica is in a little bit of trouble here. Scylla, he needs to make sure he's not getting baited in too hard. And Diabolica's gonna die. He drops the gem as well. Well, that wasn't me. I mean, they can't see my pings. So, double gem on the Weaver. Interesting item build there. No, it's fine. Probably should give the gem to Wyvern. I think Wyvern's been staying like really far back. It has the Arctic Burn as well to try and deward those like cliff areas. Probably just gonna drop these 2 gems back in base. Oh, there's one. I don't know if Scylla should carry one. I guess they need it. Yeah, Scylla's gonna be diving in pretty deep. Mjolnir done now on the Faceless Void, and he has money for buyback because he's a responsible adult. Fruitcakes catching out the Kirijo here, and Roll comes out. The Ghost Ship Fleet was taken, so Kirijo, he could be in a bit of trouble here. Still is in. Gonna try and find this Beastmaster, slowing him down a little bit, but I don't think they have the lockdown for it. Stanky Danky, he's got a Chronos Speed. They need to make sure that Scylla won't die instantly. So MKB, almost done on the Troll. He almost has money for buyback too. It'll be a big damage boost for him, especially against this Butterfly from the Faceless Foe. He's gonna go for an Axe next. I like this a lot. It's just that control that they've been missing. The AoE Time Walk is pretty dope. But Roche is up again. This is a Refresher Roche, not a Ags Roche, so a little bit unfortunate. I think an Ags would have been a lot better for them. Night Shadow comes out. The Hawk is in the pit. Facebook, do they know about this? They're not really in a position to contest this. The lanes are really far pushed out. Wyvern is really far away, and they're gonna be able to get this Aegis on the side of Microsoft. They don't know at all. There's no vision. They were just able to Moonlight Shadow into the pit, and it's gonna be a Refresher Void as well. Oh no, this is. Oh, actually, Beastmaster's taking the Refresher. Cheese on the Razor. I think this game suddenly flipped. Like it was very even, and then suddenly this game is very Microsoft favored now. Both supports from Facebook, they're not really anywhere close to 25. I think the Death Ward damage would be quite nice. Another Moonlight Shadow. So it is the Moonlight Shadow cooldown talent. This is when it gets really hard to play against Mirana in the late game. I hate this hero so much. It's so painful to deal with. They don't even have a sentry in the base. Where's the sentry? Chillbro Swaggers, he's gonna drop one. There's a sentry, there's an Obs one on the high ground now. Troll, he's in, but disarmed. The big AoE, torrent AoE taken. The Ghost Ship Fleet comes out. God Gamer Bob Ross dealing a ton of damage, 92 damage stolen. The Jakiro gets taken down in the back line, and Troll, and Faceless Void, he's dead. The big Death Ward coming out from the Witch Doctor here, and can Faceless Void turn this around? He has the Chrono still, he drops it onto 3 heroes, but can they turn this around? He actually kills God Gamer Bob Ross as well, and Faceless Void, he's rooted to death. Facebook, they managed to get a full team wipe, they didn't lose anyone. Wow. Scylla diving in the backline, finding the Jakiro early on, who's their main source of crowd control. And it seems like everyone from Microsoft's gonna have to buy back here. And suddenly it's a 12k gold advantage for Facebook. It was even like a minute ago. And they're ready to go again. They don't have these big long cooldowns that Microsoft have. There's no Chrono for ages. Maybe they'll give... No, Beastmaster, he burnt the Refresher already. Okay, everyone's bought back. But they don't have Chrono. This is the best time for them to go. I think this is really scary. Like, Facebook, they've kind of put themselves in a corner. They need to go now. Oh, this is... Let's see. I guess they all have buyback, so it's like not the biggest deal. They're still really far ahead. 16k gold ahead. Wow. But like, this was the time to go. I don't know why they're hesitating so much. There's still no Chrono Speed for 60 seconds. Looks like Smoke is going to come out. Fiona Hayden getting left behind a bit, but it's fine. She has the BTs as well, so maybe you're just going to look to push the waves in. Top lane, there's a big wave coming. Scylla spots the Jakiro, so Jakiro, he's going to be super dead here. Scylla gonna go for the backlines. Not gonna catch anywhere. And there's no buyback on Jakiro. He was a big part of their team fight. There's Chrono in 30 seconds. Do they want to go for it now? 55-minute bounty runes are available. The waves are pushing in for Microsoft, and the creep wave is all the way back there, so they can't push at all. They should at least try and grab the bounty runes. Looks like Turbo Swag is going to grab the one at bot. I think this is a huge misplay. Now they're going to be fighting into a Chronos Feed. It's up now, 12 seconds, but can the Void survive here with the Ghost Fleet, Ghost Ship? I think they can do it. Top, there's a huge lane. Kirijo, he's going for the split push. He wants Megas. He wants to secure his team this game, and I mean, if this happens, Tex, he manages to run out of the static link, so not losing too much not losing too much damage. 3 kicks, he needs to stay back. I don't know why he's on the high ground. I think he's just asking to get chroned. And Kirijo, he's going to split push. He's going to take the racks. He's going to be able to get out of there as well. TP's back, but Mirana cancels one of them with a big arrow. Yona Hayden has decided to TP back home to defend. And now Facebook, they're all in. They have to win this game right now. Otherwise, they're in so much trouble. I don't think the Wyvern can hold on her own. Alright, no, they just gotta back out. They're not all in after all. But big plays from Kirijo there. I think Facebook really fucked up there. They really needed to go immediately after they won the top team fight. Now they're in, I don't know. This game's gonna grind to a halt. We're probably gonna see these tier 5 items come out. Rapier on the troll now. I don't know, man. You can just go Ags, dude. It's so good. You don't need to play this risky. I don't even think a Rapier is gonna do that much for this troll. He's not having damage issues. But now, I mean, they've gone for this like super high risk play now. What is he gonna drop? He has a lot of mangoes. He sells the Diffusal Blazer. He has money for buyback. Gives the cheese to the Witch Doctor. Witch Doctor, new Ags, let's see it happen. He's gonna have unlimited bounces. He got a pretty big death ward off last fight, and that was without the Ags. So with the Ags, it's gonna be pretty huge. But now, I mean, Facebook, they're stuck in their base, and Microsoft, they just need to wait 4 minutes to get their buybacks back. This game's gonna grind to a complete halt. I think, yeah, there's some poor decision making happening from Facebook here, but level 30 is coming up for a few heroes here. Scylla is quite close. I don't think the level 30 does that much on the Weaver. Level 30 seems pretty good on the Troll, because he doesn't actually have any evasion naturally. He didn't go for a butterfly, so I think the blind plus the evasion, the blind can be blocked by the BKB now. It's still a 10-second BKB for the Void. He didn't use it at all in any of the previous fights since he picked it up. Wow.
Shadows take us.
Oh, we are gonna be here for a while. That's for sure. E-Blade next on the Mirana, gonna help save one of her teammates. I mean, you got this Rapier, but where's the Battle Fury at? Come on, Tex, what are you doing? Oh man, we're gonna be here for a while. Okay, T5 items. What do we want to see? I would like to see an Apex on Troll or Weaver. Maybe a Mirror Shield on... actually, he's already got Link his... Maybe a Mirror Shield on the Troll. I think a Fallen Sky would be pretty nice on the Razor. Oh, he's already got the S and Y, so he could go for the Trident if he gets it. It's not too much more money for him at this point. What else is good? I think Book of the Dead is like confirmed the worst, the worst item. I mean, it's quite nice with the Beastmaster. He's gonna have a ton of Necro books, so maybe he can just like send his army at the throne and chunk away at the racks. What else? Oh, pirate hat. Okay, pirate hat found for Faceless Void. So if you see this, you gotta make sure you have 300 surplus gold when you check that whether or not you have buyback. Stygian Desolator found 4 fruitcakes here. I could see that being really useful on the Wyvern actually, or the Weaver. I think Weaver should keep the Prince's Knife. Sea Stone found for God Game Above Ross. I think that one's like a pretty bad item as well. It got buffed recently, didn't it? He has 10 mana regen now. Oh no, so good. Oh, Book of the Dead and Trident. Yes. Book of the Dead for the Beastmaster. This is so good for him. I mean, he doesn't really need it, but and Trident found as well. So Razor, I think he might go for the Trident. If he gets an axe from the next Roche, he's going to be able to end the game instantly. So Facebook, they're in a lot of trouble, I think. What do Facebook have? They just have the Deso right now. Gonna put it on the Troll. I think he still wants the Paladin Sword, to be honest. I don't know. The Paladin Sword's so good. E-Blade completed on the Mirana. Now, Mirana doesn't have buyback anymore, even though she has... I mean, buybacks are all coming off cooldown for Microsoft, right? Maybe a bit of a mistake for the Mirana here, but trying to be able to save her teammates here. The Roche is up. Mirror Shield found for the Kunkka. Alright, here we go. I think this will be pretty big on the Kunkka. He can, yeah, play a little bit more as a frontliner tank. Can they get the Roche? They know it's up, so if they can get this axe on the Troll or the Weaver, they'll be pretty big. I've been asking for this for 60 minutes. Can they get the Roche? It looks like Microsoft, they don't have any vision near the Roche pit, but it could be a bit of a throw. They also have the Rapier on Troll, so he definitely wants it. Why is he carrying so many mangoes in his backpack? That seems like a huge mistake. Also, he's going for a Daedalus? I don't like this either. I think he needs a Battle Fury. He should spend his next bit of gold on a Battle Fury, so when the time comes to push, he can. Oh, a Trident. There's not that many heroes that's good on this game for Facebook. You can put it on the Weaver. You don't really need the Spell Amp. Maybe put it on the Troll and give it more status resistance. So it makes the status resistance go up from 20 to 30%. So that's a pretty sizable increase. It's gonna have that Whirling Axe's damage at some point as well. So big boy Whirling Axes. Roche has been finally spotted by both teams, but Facebook, they're not in a position to take this, which means Microsoft, they're going to be able to walk into the pit with no concession. And Void, he's going to take the Aghanim Scepter for sure. I mean, I could also see God Game Above Russ going for it. Kunkka with the Torrent Storm trying to buy some time, but the rest of his team isn't anywhere to back him up, and that's a big opportunity because Torrent Storm's not a short cooldown. They're going to be able to get... No, okay, Microsoft, they get spooked. Oh, Scylla. He's approaching level 30. But I think how much is it? Doesn't say. Alright, seems like Microsoft are pretty spooked here. The Moonlight Shadow is out, but they don't have... Fruitcakes is just here spamming torrents until it gets taken, apparently. Void, not really close to level 30. Still is definitely the highest level in the game right now. Void, he has buyback in 80 gold, so that'll be pretty big for him. We're gonna see some crazy team fights going on. It looks like Facebook are kind of resigned to defending here. Oh, the mirror shield on the E-Blade. I don't really see how they can push. Beastmaster, he wants to just split push this. He's shown that the boar is bot, so I think this might be a little bit of a bad idea. Sean, it seems like he's the only one here, and it's like, it's kind of scary. Mirana has a gem. Ghost Ship Fleet coming out, but it's not going to be able to catch anyone. And he drops another. He can drop another Torrent Storm. He's getting chain bashed. He gets arrowed as well. Fruitcakes, I think he's going to die here. He gets the Torrent Storm off before he dies. So Stiller, he's going to clean up the backline. Kills the Marana. Kunkka buys back. And the rest of his team is nowhere nearby. Stiller's going to get taken down too. Where is the rest of his team? Troll? He's AFK? What's going on? Alright. They just let Microsoft take that. Like, they knew for ages this was happening. Triant is done on the troll now, so gonna get that extra bit of status resist. What the hell is going on this game? They just let him take that for free. Alright. Well, who took the Ags? Beastmaster? That can't be good. Isn't it just like wild axes? Why not give it to the Void? Void has Refresher at least, but give it to the Void or the Razor. Like, Razor's, his Eye of the Storms do a lot of damage to buildings with the Ags. This feels like a big mistake. Well, 2 buybacks used, Kunkka and the Weaver. So this high ground defense is going to be incredibly difficult. Still no Ags to speak of. The Deso is completed. The Deso is on the Weaver. He's got a Skadi now, so he is pretty tanky, but Void still does a ton of damage. The 150 attack speed from the Pirate Hat as well. It's going to be a big problem. They also don't have any wave clear. I think Troll needs to go for a Battle Fury. They're just waiting for Marana. What? Solar Crest in the late game. I mean, Marana should save for buyback. It seems like this Solar Crest, this medallion is not going to do a whole lot. I mean, Weaver, he's going to be able to delete these supports, right? I think he needs a Nullifier though, because this Jakiro, he's probably going to die a lot. Actually, going for an Octarine Core, it seems like. Seems a bit odd. I think this is Marana's going to be really annoying with this E-Blade now. So Scylla won't be able to just die with Marana. Or at least if he does, it's going to be kind of annoying. He has to do it twice. Fruitcakes, he gets arrowed. He doesn't have buyback. This is such a huge deal, but there's no follow-up. X marks. Big torrent coming out, and Marana just going to be able to walk out of there. The bugs don't work against invisible units. They don't have any detection. Marana managed to claim her gem back after she died there as well. They need someone to carry the gem, but Scylla, he doesn't have any slots left. I think he could probably give up his BTs, to be honest. He doesn't need them. He just, they keep him in the backpack, and then when he actually needs them, just slot them in. Because he's a Weaver. He doesn't need boots. Oh, arrow. Gonna miss. It's very fast. Alright. What's going on here? Troll, his courier died. Probably with the Daedalus. The Moonlight Shadow comes out. Sentries are left in the shop. Weaver's level 30 now. What are the levels looking at? Weaver's the only one who's hit level 30. So, picked up the Geminate attack. Marana. Getting X back. Might actually get blown up here, but oh, leaps the wrong way. Doesn't get stunned, but the Chronosphere onto the Winter Wyvern. Wyvern does have buyback though, and this might be a bit of a trouble. Oh, the Refresher on the Chronosphere, and Troll, he's getting blown up. He actually dies before he can get any of his skills off, and the Rapiers hit the deck. Kunkka, he needs to pick up the Rapier. Okay, Troll manages to pick up the Rapier again, but Fruitcakes, he's dead now. The Troll ultimate's popped, but he's controlled up. He's not going to be able to survive here. Still trying to do as much damage as he can. Stanky Danky maybe in a bit of trouble. He actually goes down here. The troll ends up surviving still through the satanic, but both calls down. All the calls dead on Facebook. In this game, I think it's over. Yep, gonna be able to take this game. Oh. It was a very back and forth game. I think Facebook definitely had this one in the bag, and then they just didn't capitalize on their advantages. And I mean, I don't want to take anything away from Microsoft. They did a great job coming back into this game. The top defense, the first high ground push with the Aegis, and Stanky Danky managed just to get a 3-man chrono and wipes the team with only the second Aegis push. He gets 4 heroes, it doesn't even pop the BKB, and somehow gets 4 heroes killed. So I think Stanky Danky played incredibly well. His chronos were pretty on point. That was a pretty good game.